In the headlines, 2 dead, 3 injured as building collapses in Lagos. Police rescue 2 female kidnapped victims in Zamfara. National Association of Resident Doctors extends ultimatum for another 2 weeks to resolve lingering industrial and welfare issues. Away from Nigeria, Pakistani police filed terrorism charges against former Prime Minister Imran Khan. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. And now the details. 2 children were reported dead while 3 adults sustained injuries when a building at Adele Street, Bariga, Lagos collapsed on Sunday. The Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, Olufemi Oke Osanyitolu, said that the agency, upon arrival at the incident scene, discovered that the tank scaffolding of a 2-story building collapsed on a bungalow beside it and affected 2 rooms. The Adamawa State Police Command has arrested a 25-year-old man who allegedly murdered 2 of his children, aged 3 and 5, in Hikimudu Community, Michika local government area of Adamawa State. Police Public Relations Officer Suleiman Ngoroje, in a statement, said that the suspect, Elisha Tari, a resident of Hikimudu, Michika local government area, was said to have killed the victims with stones and sticks which he had used in hitting them on their heads severally. The statement added that the incident was reported at the Divisional Police Headquarters by the grandfather of the victims. Ngoroje said preliminary investigation reveals that the victim's mother got separated from the suspect 2 months ago after they had a misunderstanding. Police in Zamfara State say that they have rescued 2 kidnapped female victims after they have spent 3 weeks in bandits' captivity. The Command Public Relations Officer, Superintendent Muhammad Shehu, said the hostages were rescued following an intelligence report on 20th of August, while operatives of the Zamfara State Police Command on confidence-building patrol along Inya Mango in Bungudu local government area. The 2 victims, Ubaida Hassan, a 12-year-old, and Umaima Jamila, a 10-year-old, of Gidan Liman village in Kekung Waje district of Bungudu local government area of Zamfara State, were abducted by terrorists on the 15th of July following attack on the affected village. The 2 victims, who were rescued unhurt and later medically checked at General Hospital Bungudu and thereafter debriefed by the police and handed over to their families. Meanwhile, Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, Hassan Nasiha, says that the notorious bandits leader, Bello Turji, has embraced the peace initiative and stopped attacking innocent citizens in Birnin Magaji, Shinkafi and Zurmi local government areas of the state. Nasiha disclosed this at a conference on security in Gusau, the state capital, organized by the Students' Union of Medina University. The report.
According to Zamfara State Deputy Governor, the singular action of Bello Turji is bringing about relative peace in the 3 local councils which were hitherto the front line of banditry in Zamfara State, northwest Nigeria. Senator Nasia noted that for the past 5 weeks, there has not been any reported clash between the Fulanis and Hausas in Birnin Magaji, Shinkafi and Zurmi local government areas of the state as a result of dialogue to broker peace between the 2 warring factions in the state. He disclosed that the notorious bandits kingpin, Bello Turji, who keyed into the amnesty of Governor Bello Muhammad, are now launching offensive against the suspected terrorists in the areas to ensure the peace and stability returns to the state. Several wars were fought, but that did not stop the parties involved from dialogue to resolve their differences through peace deal. It is in the light of this that Governor Muhammad Bello thought it is necessary to use both kinetic and non-kinetic approaches to address the situation. The approach did not require a gun battle or war, using whatsoever weapons between the bandits and the people. Instead, the governor set up a powerful committee chaired by him, the deputy governor, Hassan Nasir, to go to 14 local government areas of the state to meet with bandits in their camp to discuss with them on how to make peace necessary. This is why the last 3 months at Magami district, there has not been any bandit attack as a result of the peaceful initiative with the bandit. The Zamfara State Deputy Governor also disclosed that the committee constituted by Governor Bello Mohammed and chaired by him and has held a peace meeting with 9 bandit camps at Magami district and Ensado Emirate of Gusau and Maru local government areas of the state in order to stop attacks on innocent citizens. Senator Nasir said Governor Bello Mohammed has ordered that all grazing routes, lands, water for livestock and other property of the Fulani seized as a result of conflict between them and the houses be returned immediately to the Fulanis for peace to reign in the state. We heard you people. We would convey your concerns to the state government. We asked them to stop attacking or killing Hausa people and their communities. They promised to stop.
National Association of Resident Doctors says it has extended ultimatum to the federal government for another 2 weeks to resolve industrial and welfare issues. National President of the association, Dr. Dare Ishaya, announced this in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, after an extraordinary National Executive Council meeting of the association. The previous ultimatum given will lapse on Monday. The association said that the federal government's effort and a show of goodwill for the association are the reasons for the extension.
Executive Council meeting observed with great concern that despite our 2 weeks ultimatum, the condition of our members in various state government hospitals have remained unchanged, where members are owed 24 months in salary arrears in the case of Abia, 13 months in the case of Ikiti, 10 months in the case of Imo, and 5 months in the case of Ondo in salary arrears respectively.
A renowned civil rights activist in Osun State, Comrade Ayodeji Ologun, has faulted the no work, no pay policy that the federal government wants to apply on striking university lecturers. He described the position of the Minister of Education, Adamu Adamu, as insensitive. The activist and 2 lecturers in separate interviews with Trust TV's Hamito Egbade in Osogbo justified the payment of the salary of lecturers for the period of the ASU strike.
I think it is very insensitive on the part of government to insist that lecturers will not be paid salary for the number of months that they've been on strike. Number one, it negates the labor law. There's no law in the country as we speak, either in the industrial court or in the recognized labor law, that says that people should not go on strike and that when they go on strike, they should not be paid. That's number one. Number two, it is also a common knowledge that lecturers do beyond just lecturing. As they are on strike now, lecturers go to their offices to do researches, they still carry out community services, some of them write papers, they write articles, they contribute to journals.
As we are on strike now, we are embarking on a series of research that will generate invention that can move the nation forward. And apart from that, for anybody to feel that, you know, when we are on strike, we are not working. We are working. We are doing the other 2 aspects of the work, research and community service. Not only that, the labor law stipulates that workers have the right to go on strike and the employers have no right to stop their salary, because when they are on strike, it is because government has not done the needful. If government revitalizes the universities and the polytechnics and we have facilities in the classroom, why should we not go and do our job? And I'm challenging the government. The day they provide all the facilities we require in the classroom, in the universities and the polytechnics, any lecturer that fails to go to work should be dealt with according to the law.
It's unfortunate that there are Olu thinking individuals who will not know the import of this ASU strike, especially on the society generally. We have lost a student of Lautech Agricultural University to kidnapping now. Only God knows the number of students who are being affected like that. Ritual killing, accidents. Some of them have even been impregnated because they are not in classrooms. And of course, we say the devil, idle hand makes work for the devil. That is another angle. Government should ensure that these monies are paid and the ASU demands are, fulfilled.
Operatives of the NDLEA have intercepted over 2.3 million tablets of illicit pharmaceutical opioids and other psychoactive substances meant for distribution in 7 northern states. The illicit drug, which was heading to Borno, Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto, Zamfara, Gombe, and Nasarawa, were intercepted in series of operations in the past week. Here is more on the agency's operations in the last 1 week.
In all, a total of 2,325,553 tablets and capsules of tramadol, pregabalin, Hypnox, diazepam and Exo-5, including 7,353 bottles of a new psychoactive substance locally called Akuskura, meant for 7 states, was seized from locations across Kaduna, Kogi, Sokoto, and the Federal Capital Territory. In Kaduna, drug dealer Umar Sanusi was arrested on Friday, 12 August, during a follow-up operation in Kano and brought back to Kaduna, where his consignment of 50 cartons of pregabalin 300 mg containing 750,000 capsules weighing 375 kilograms, earlier seized along Abuja-Kaduna Expressway, was counted and weighed in his presence. Same day, operators also intercepted along Abuja-Kaduna Express Road 7,068 bottles of the new dangerous substance of abuse called Akuskura, meant for Kaduna, Zamfara, Gombe, Kano, and Borno. In Kogi, no fewer than 696,000 tablets of tramadol and Exo-5, among others, loaded into a truck at Onitsha, Anambra State, and heading to Maiduguri, Borno State, was seized along Okene-Abuja Expressway on Friday, 19 August, while NDLEA operators also recovered 300,000 tablets of diazepam from a suspect, Farouk Bello, in Sokoto State on Wednesday, 17 August. Anti-narcotic officers of the agency in Abuja equally at the weekend intercepted a bus loaded with 323,000 tablets of tramadol, 225 mg, and others at Onitsha, Anambra State, heading to Nasarawa State. A major importer of loud variant of cannabis from the United States, Abibu Afid Shola, and a 63-year-old grandfather who ships illicit substances to his daughter in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, among those arrested by NDLEA operatives at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos. Chairman and Chief Executive of the NDLEA, Brigadier General Muhammad Buba Marwa, retired. In a statement from the Director of Media and Advocacy of the agency, Femi Babafemi, commended the officers and the men of the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, Kaduna, Kogi, Sokoto, and FCT commands, as well as the other commands, for the arrest and seizures, and urged them to intensify their drug supply reduction and drug demand reduction efforts.
Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has directed the security agencies to arrest the owner of a filling station involved in illegal oil bunkering in Port Harcourt. Wike said government will ensure the prosecution of the owner of the filling station to demonstrate the resolve to reduce illegal oil bunkering activities in the state to the barest minimum. The governor spoke at the flag-off of the construction of internal roads in Omagwa, which was performed by former governor of Plateau State, Senator Jonah Jang.
Because we have been spending a lot of money on insecurity, oil bunkering, which is affecting our revenue at the federal level. And we had meeting with security agencies, and I told them you must go on out all out. If I hear anything of any filling station involved in oil bunkering, I will close that filling station. And therefore, I have directed the security agencies to know who has that filling station in Job and arrest that person, and we're going to prosecute the person. It doesn't matter how highly that person is.
You're watching the news update on Trust Television. Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at the importance of exercise to the body. Details and more after the break. Join us again. Thanks for staying. Here's a look at the top stories again. 2 dead, 3 injured as building collapses in Lagos. Police rescue 2 female kidnap victims in Zamfara. In other news, Governor Abubakar Sani Bello of Niger State has revealed a plan to protect the interest of the Fulani herders in the 2023 budget by providing necessary facilities that will boost their activities in the state. Speaking at the APC Critical Stakeholders meeting in Kontagora local government, the governor said that it is necessary to allow the herders to have a sense of belonging as citizens in the state. He said herders, like other citizens, deserved fair treatment to enable them freely go about their activities. He said that adequate measures had been taken to arrest the security challenges in the state, saying that the strategies being adopted will not be disclosed due to the activities of informants in the communities. He appealed to the federal government to rehabilitate the dilapidated Mina-Kontagora Federal Road to ease motorist movement and boost economic activities in the area. Muslims have been charged to participate actively in politics as the 2023 general elections draw near. The National Coordinator, Standard Bearers Islamic Organization, Dr. Abdulhafiz Bello, gave the charge at a press conference in Ile-Ife on Sunday. Speaking with Trust TV's Hamid Oegbade on the sideline, Bello said that Islam encouraged Muslims to be part of governance as unanimously agreed by reputable Muslim scholars. Bello appealed to federal government to address a myriad of issues bedeviling the nation and including economic hardship.
Situation is worsening. Poverty is worsening in our country today. Inflation keeps rising. You go to the market today, by the time you go back tomorrow, what you bought yesterday for 5 naira is now 10 naira. So government needs to do something first. The aspect of diversifying our economy so that we'll not be solely dependent on oil. Secondly, is also making sure that they exploit how to improve power, which we believe is one of the foundations for improving our economy.
Now, exercising the body is a natural and effective anti-anxiety treatment, which also goes a long way to relieve tension, stress, as well as boost physical and mental energy. In this report, Kabir Lawal looks at how exercise can be used to reduce day-to-day stress. The report.
1, 2, 3, 4. Regular exercise is one of the easiest and most effective ways of boosting cardiovascular activities and mental alertness. Outdoor activities like hiking, sailing, mountain and rock climbing, whitewater rafting and skiing have also been shown to improve general well-being. A cross-section of Nigerians believe that exercising is an investment in the mind, body, and soul.
About that, since I started doing it, I've felt much better with my health, and I feel younger. Basically, I do a bit of bench press, I do pull-ups, then I do a bit of press-ups as well. Then, okay, there's one particular one I always do, which is really, really tough. So I tie the tire to my waist and pull it for like 50 meters back and forth, about 10-15 times.
Ainde Suleiman is an instructor. He explained that the regular exercises make and feel better and also help in the area of concentration of boosting one's chances of effective service, delivery, and stimulation of the growth of new brain cells.
In terms of cardio, we have, even in that cardio keeps your shape, only maintains the body and burns some calories. But when you include it with other parts of the exercise, such as weightlifting and other things, it helps you now reshape. Like building, in terms of gymming, we have a lot of men also gym, building their body as they wish and as they want. Ladies also. So in terms of health benefit, regardless of what health you are having, blood pressure or whatever, when you work out, it helps you keep you healthy.
The benefits of exercise are not restricted to adults alone, as children also stand a chance of benefiting immensely from the bodily exercise.
It's like makes me more fit and ready to work.
Okay, the benefit of exercise is captured in Rebin Sharma's quote, which says, "If you don't make time for exercise, you probably have to make time for illness." Kabir Lawal, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Now, acting chairman of the Federal Capital Territory Internal Revenue Service, Haruna Abdullahi, has called on taxpayers to desist from engaging tax advisors to doctor tax records or conceal documents. Abdullahi made the call in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria in Abuja. He warned that taxpayers found guilty of conniving with such tax advisors will be sanctioned in accordance with the law.
People are just here, living in Abuja, doing business, making tons of money, yet you are not contributing to the basket. And you are saying the infrastructure is, where do you think the administration or the leadership will get the money to fund this infrastructure? Everywhere in the world, the society, which means taxpayers, develop cities, develop countries, develop states. And I think that would continue, that should continue to happen. And that is what we are encouraging. So for me, you have a civic duty. Have you done that? Have you paid into the pool, yeah, where the administration they are now querying is not providing infrastructure, in quotes? What is your civic duty? Have you done it? Put it in the pool. Then now you can interrogate. You can now ask, when I today, wherever I am, I pay my taxes, then it is my government.
And away from Nigeria, Pakistani police have filed terrorism charges against former Prime Minister Imran Khan, escalating political tensions in the country as he holds mass rallies seeking to return to office. The terrorism charges come over a speech Khan gave in Islamabad in which he vowed to sue police officers and a female judge, alleging that a close aide had been tortured after his arrest. Khan's political party published online videos showing supporters surrounding his home to potentially stop police from reaching it. Khan came to power in 2018, promising to break the pattern of family rule in Pakistan. His opponents contend he was elected with help from the powerful military, which has ruled the country for half of its 75 years history. And that's a wrap on Trust News Update. You can watch more via all our social media platforms. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch live. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for watching.